Well, it's the Big Book of Griffin Park. It's part of a 4-book series that we've done so far. The Big Book of the 70s, Big Book of the 80s, 90s, and then we did the official 125-year book a couple of years back. But the Big Book of Griffin Park is obviously the next and probably the ultimate book that I'm going to produce as a Brentford fan. You know, it's only a matter of time now until we move and leave Griffin Park. Don't think anyone's really looking forward to the actual last day there and all those memories and all the the highs and the lows of being a Brentford fan. It's been a roller coaster ride. So what this book is designed to do is to kind of encapsulate almost everything that's special about Griffin Park. None of the stories are regurgitated, so what's in this book isn't in the others, apart from 1 or 2 absolute key photographs that just couldn't not be in it. But yeah, I'm just really proud that I'm around to be the one that produces this, because in 100 years' time, people are going to be saying I'm not thinking that Griffin Park's going to be forgotten, but things fade in time, and you'll see by looking through some of the most amazing photographs and reading the stories that are in this book, just how things have changed. But the overriding factor, or the overriding feeling I get whilst kind of collating this is Brentford meant as much to the people that came in 1904 as it does to us today, and it will be the same in 100 years' time, hopefully. So yeah, it's a very special book. For me, I adore the social history. I love the photos that show fans as they were, and the supporters and the ground and the town, for finding out how the town of Brentford's changed in the last X amount of years. Some of the reports kind of paint Brentford in a very derogatory term. You realise it was a very, very working class area. Squalid is a word that crops up once or twice. Again, yeah, and some of the stories of the fans, rough bunch, Brentford. I know Millwall fans have got a history, but Brentford through the ages we've been ne'er-do-wells, I think they would have said back in the Edwardian times. But yeah, it's funny looking back, but you realise that that character, that Brentford fan philosophy, apart from that golden era just either side of the Second World War. Apart from those years, it's not been brilliant fare for Brentford fans. So it's kind of that through thick and thin, through adversity, following your local club. That kind of that courses through this book too. There's probably 500 photographs in this book in total, maybe more, not counted. This one here, this probably the one that it's the most special to me. I think just seeing the Braemar Road paddock with little urchins on the side of the pitch, and you've got the clerks and then the office managers wearing their little straw boaters. You've got the gentleman wearing his top hat. You've got little kids wearing their bonnets in the stand, being held by their mums, and you've got the women dressed in their what looks like their Sunday finest. It's their Saturday finest, but big frilly late Victorian, early Edwardian garb. It's stunning. It's a golden opportunity to encapsulate this, and I thank a lot of people, and there's a couple of Brentford collectors that have come forward and donated or scanned in some priceless artifacts and bits of memorabilia. There's something else we use throughout the book as well. It's memorabilia. It's got ticket stubs from 1911. We've got cigarette cards and other cards from right back to 1908. It's some brilliant things in there. So yeah, I'm just very proud to have been the one to put this together with Mark Croxford. It's been a proper labour of love, and which Brentford fan wouldn't want to be involved in this, because it's something I know every Brentford fan will want. So there's an opportunity as well at the moment to get your name in the book. If anyone buys it through the club shop, sales are exclusively through the club shop at the moment. So if you buy in advance, you've got till the end of October. When you buy the book, you get a free name dedication. You get 26 characters where you can put your name, or where you come from, or thanks Dad as well. So whatever 26 worth of character messages, and then for an extra payment, £10 per name, you can get an extra two names in there. So I think a lot of Brentford fans will want to take that opportunity as well to, it's not necessarily for them to remember their time here, but a lot of Brentford fans have got dads and mums and granddads and grandmothers that they want to thank, or not thank in some cases, for introducing to Brentford. But so, if you want to dedicate the book to your great granddad, or your uncle, or whoever it was, or the name of 5 people that, family members that used to come together, it's a perfect opportunity to get your family within the book as well. The early 90s really, I guess, was my heyday. As I was a kid. I started coming very young, but the early 90s for me was my kind of coming of age as a fan. I was old enough to go into the pubs before the game. It's when I sort of got all my friendships would be friends for life now. So that I would say they were my halcyon days with Gary Blissett's header at Peterborough that sent us up. Obviously that goal isn't in the book because the book's about Griffin Park, but we've got again some gold dust photographs from coming back to Griffin Park and the scenes around on the streets around down the Braemar Road, in the pubs. That's pretty special to me. But also finding fans while I've been showing the photographs to, or asking, do you know who this is? Do you know what game this is? Just to see the faces light up. Is people who were my age in the 60s and the 50s were kind of, oh wow, look at that! I'll look at that crowd. And as you did earlier, there's a couple of pictures there of Griffin Park, which are just so beautiful from the late 50s and early 60s. You just kind of go, Christ, this is why I'm a Brentford fan. So, as I said earlier as well, it's going to be a very, very sad day when we have to leave Griffin Park. But hopefully this will go some way to kind of celebrating what an amazing, proud stadium that we've been watching our football in. And I know the club have got plans for, as a legacy project, they want to celebrate Griffin Park. A lot of their effort and time, understandably, I guess, is about moving forward and making sure the Lionel Rose Stadium is on track. But it goes a long way as well to kind of recognise the heritage and again just what Griffin Park means to the fans. A lot of us come to Griffin Park not necessarily for the football. We do now, but it's the Griffin Park experience. It's the crowd and it's the fans, and it's all of those ingredients make Griffin Park and being a Brentford fan so special. So this book, I hope, will make a lot of people very happy this Christmas.